Okay, I honestly do not know how to feel about this. But hey, for this pay-per-view review, fuck it, why the fuck not? Get ready, guys, to hear the most trashiest song in the history of hip-hop. God, this is so trash. The thought that this was the theme song for this event. God damn it. Ring of Honor, New Japan. You guys can do better than this.
We going to the garden, homie begging pardon. Top 5 just around the pine, I be starting. We going to the garden, and I been a marksman. Took me forever, but I finally hit the target. We going to the garden, slick type jargon. Better cut the check, that's the end of the bargain. We going to the garden, plans uncharted, no more stalling. Trying to get it started. Now we going to the garden. If you would've told me this a year ago, I would've said it was a miracle. I mastered the game like I'm kidding, so hold on, cause here we go. Now we going to the garden. But everyone that said I couldn't, every underpaying booking, everyone that prayed that I would one day lose my footing, took it on the chin and kept pushing. Now we going to the garden. I came from the bottom, no wins in the column. I bet you forgot him. I was just playing possum. Now watch them blossom. Turn up the volume. Now we going to the garden. Cause I'm in the problem. Getting it poppin'. You wasn't watching? Cause failure is pineapple pizza. It's never an option. We going to the garden. Homie begging pardon. Top 5 used to ride the pine. I be starting. We going to the garden. And I've been a marksman. Took me forever, but I finally hit the target. We going to the garden. Slick type jargon. Better cut the check. That's the end of the bargain. We going to the garden.
If you would have told me a year ago this would be the theme song for this event, I would have been laughing. God damn it, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your G1 Supercard pay-per-view review. What is up, you dorks? It's me, it's Steve. I'm back here again. I'm live here on the YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, or not tonight, this afternoon, god damn it. Live here on the YouTube channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video stream a big old thumbs up and share it through the entire social media platforms. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Now, listen, I am fully aware that this review is late, completely late. But fuck, I gotta stop. I can't take this song anymore. I really can't. I honestly cannot take this song any longer. I am fully aware this review is on the later side of things. This was like almost a week ago. But as you guys know, yours truly was in New York for WrestleMania weekend. And I want to make sure I can hear myself in the audio and on the playback as well. But yes, as you guys may know, I was in the city, in New York, for WrestleMania weekend. And I did actually attend this event. So, again, this is my overall thoughts on what was that show, but keep this in mind again because this is a little late. I had a lot of stuff going on. I'm even, as we speak right now, I am editing the final vlog of WrestleMania weekend. So, that should be up by no later than tomorrow, or if not Sunday. But this is your review for G1 Supercard. It was the big Ring of Honor and New Japan show from Madison Square Garden. This was part of WrestleMania weekend. And again, and I hate being repetitive with this shit, I was actually live in the venue. And I remember saying to myself months ago, this was when the big news came out that New Japan is going, Ring of Honor and New Japan, of course, we're going to go to Madison Square Garden. This news came out in July, right? They're going to do a big show at Madison Square Garden, WrestleMania weekend in New York City. Madison Square Garden being like the WWE home for all these years, right? And I did say in that video when the news came out, the game has changed. And keep this in mind. This is coming from someone that has gone to numerous Ring of Honor shows. This is coming from someone that has spent money on Ring of Honor merchandise, on Ring of Honor DVDs, on Ring of Honor tickets, whenever they come to New York at the Hammerstein Ballroom for Final Battle, for Manhattan Mayhem, War of the Worlds. Hell, I was even there a couple of years ago when Ring of Honor did Final Battle in fucking Terminal 5. And for those of you that have gone to Terminal 5, you guys know how shit that venue is. So Ring of Honor has come a long way, goddammit. They've come a long way. And I was there live this past Saturday at the venue at the Garden. God damn it, yeah. It's been a long time since I've actually been in MSG. Keep that in mind. Okay, usually whenever there's a big wrestling show in New York, whether it's like a big arena show, and for the past couple of years, it's been the Barclays Center. Like WWE, their new home is the Barclays Center, right? So the Garden has become like this afterthought. So the thought that this show at the Garden, yeah, it was great, awesome, all the fuck you want. But I'm just keeping 100, okay? After being there live and watching what was produced, what happened out there, I'm going to say this right now, and I'm pretty sure every single podcaster, every single YouTuber is going to be saying the same shit. Everything New Japan from this event was amazing, was home run, if you will. And New Japan delivered on their part of this event. However, Ring of Honor, I'm going to keep it 100. With the exception of the ladder match, because I thought the ladder match was pretty good, I felt like Ring of Honor shit the bed. I felt like Ring of Honor and again, I know there'd be a lot of people out there going to watch this video, watch the stream, and defend Ring of Honor to the bitter end and act like Ring of Honor. And again, it's a big deal. Don't get me the fuck wrong. I am happy that Ring of Honor took a big gamble and did a big show at Madison Square Garden, right? But let's keep it 100. This is something that no one's going to even mention. There's a reason why they sold out the Garden. There's a fucking reason. There's a couple reasons why. Number one, because they capitalized on WrestleMania weekend, which is a WWE event. And again, Ring of Honor was no different than any other mom and pop indie fed that capitalized on WrestleMania weekend, a WWE event. No different. Okay? Also the fact that they had New Japan Pro Wrestling. And let's keep it 100. Let's just keep it 100 right now. After watching this event, if you were to watch this event, whether you watched it live, whether you watched it on playback, whether you were there in the building at Madison Square Garden this past Saturday night, it's obvious, it's fucking obvious that Ring of Honor in 2019 desperately needs New Japan Pro Wrestling. But the reality is too, New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2019, what they proved this past weekend, they can go to any venue in America that's a big wrestling market, and they can sell out. At this stage of the game, New Japan Pro Wrestling doesn't need Ring of Honor. They don't need Ring of Honor anymore. Can you imagine what would happen if you're Ring of Honor right now and New Japan just says, you know what, we're just going to cut ties. And you know what's the crazy part about it? There could be a lot of dorks on the internet. And I had people tell me, oh, Steve, you're wrong, Steve, you're wrong. You are so wrong, bruh. New Japan needs Ring of Honor. No, they don't, bruh. No, they don't. Because of Ring of Honor, you know, New Japan was able to go to the Garden. You can make that argument all you want. You can make that argument. But at the same time, look at AAA. AAA, they're about to do a show at Madison Square Garden as well. And keep this in mind. AAA has no affiliation with Ring of Honor or New Japan. No affiliation whatsoever. And they're about to do a show at Madison Square Garden. Will it sell out? We don't fucking know. But again, let me go back to this. I am happy that Ring of Honor did a big show at WrestleMania weekend. It sold out. It was great being there live. But watching it back, because I did watch the show back, it's obvious to everyone that, yo, Ring of Honor desperately needs New Japan Pro Wrestling. And let's keep it a buck right now. You know damn well, New Japan Pro Wrestling, the fucking president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, whose name I fucking forgot right now. I'm going to look up his name right now as I'm talking right now. Because, god damn it, I want to get this right. God damn it. Do I make sure? You know Harold Meij right now. Harold fucking Meij. You know damn well. Him and all the New Japan executives, they're going to wait for Double or Nothing. They're going to wait for AEW. And you know damn well they are hoping, they are praying to the wrestling gods that AEW, keep this in mind, AEW allegedly, they're going to be featured on Turner Network, all the fuck you want, but you know damn well they're hoping that Double or Nothing is a success. And if you're Ring of Honor right now, you better hope and pray that AEW flops. You better hope Double or Nothing flops, which, again, we don't even know. Because I guarantee you, the moment that happens, I guarantee you Harold Meij is going to get on the phone. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. Listen, man. I'm focused, man. I'm focused. Just letting you know right now. You know, about to cut ties with Ring of Honor. Want to see if we could work something out. Ring of New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW. Let's make something happen, y'all. Let's go Double or Nothing here. But the point of the matter is, again, in 2019, Ring of Honor desperately needs New Japan Pro Wrestling. And here's the thing about it, too. When you look at Ring of Honor right now, yes, there are certain stars that stand out to me. Like Jay Lethal, Jay Lethal, who I think is the heart and soul of that company right now, along with the Briscoe brothers. You have Marty Scurll, who's obviously on his way out. You know damn well he could be AEW bound anytime now when his contract with Ring of Honor ends. And I guess Matt Taven, who's now the new Ring of Honor World Champion. Who I know a lot of people, they sort of sleep on Taven. It's not like, okay, Taven's their cup of tea. To me, I'm fine with Taven. I'm happy that they gave it to someone new. But the point of the matter is, Ring of Honor is missing star power. They are still feeling that blow when they lost Adam Cole, when they lost Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong. Basically, when they lost the Undisputed Era. They are still feeling that blow. And then, to throw more salt to that wound, you lose the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes. I know people are going to say, but you know, so did New Japan, you know, Steve. So did New Japan. You know, they lost the Young Bucks too and Cody. But remember, motherfuckers, remember this shit. Because of Ring of Honor, they were able to work with New Japan. Remember that. And yes, they lost Kenny. Yes, New Japan lost Kenny Omega too. They lost Kenny. But apparently, per Kenny Omega, with this AEW deal, he can also do New Japan. Allegedly, the so-called executive vice president. But anywho, guys, if you were there live, if you watched the show live, if you watched it on playback and all that stuff, give me your thoughts on G1 Supercard. Did you enjoy the show? Do you feel like me? Or maybe you think I'm wrong here. Maybe you think I'm looking at things kind of crazy. Because I'm going to just keep it 100 with you too. Yes. And I hate being repetitive with this shit. They sold out Madison Square Garden. That's hunky-dory. But ask yourself this question. Do you really think for one solitary second that Ring of Honor, come December, when it's Final Battle, their biggest show of the year, in December when it's not WrestleMania weekend, right? When you don't have every fan from all over the world coming to one city, do you think they're going to sell out the Garden again? No, motherfuckers. The reality is, this is a one-time only shot. It's back to the Hammerstein Ballroom in December. Mark my fucking words. Now, by some miracle, maybe Hulu Theater inside Madison Square Garden. But again, I just don't see them going back to the big garden, Madison Square Garden arena. And again, you may think I'm being a dick. You may think I'm being a piece of shit right now. But nah, motherfuckers, the reality is, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it 100 right now. I'm pretty sure every other YouTuber out there, every other podcaster out there that talks about Ring of Honor and shit are going to defend this shit to the fucking gills. Newsflash, I ain't Truth Slayer. Alright? I ain't Truth Slayer. I ain't ROH Styles. You're not going to get a fucking star review by me. Okay? Honestly, any YouTuber that does star ratings, fucking dorks. You hear me right now? Any YouTuber any YouTuber, any podcaster that does star ratings in the description box, dorks. Remember that. Capital D, capital O, capital R, capital K, capital S. Dorks. Keep away from them. They're no good. No fucking good. They're the type of dorks that if you were to leave your french fries in the plate and you go to the bathroom while you're gone, they're eating your french fries while you're gone with ketchup and everything. Remember, they are dorks. Anyway, let's get into the review, shall we? Let's get into the review. PCO's an attraction, yeah, but it's still, I mean, again, we're talking about the main guys right now. PCO's still an attraction on the independent circuit, but even someone like him could do better. Okay? But let's get into this fucking review. Alright, I know I've gone on now for almost 20 minutes or so, what have you. So, I did not get to watch the Honor Rumble because we got there late. We got there literally just in time for the main card. So I had to rewatch the Honor Rumble. Keep this in mind, when I was in the venue, I was high as shit. Me and Walter, we smoked a blunt before the show, so there's that. And also the fact people trying to get into the fucking venue, and there's lines and shit, and there's that. So I had to rewatch the Honor Rumble. For those of you who don't know, the Honor Rumble is basically their equivalent to the Royal Rumble, basically. I guess it's 30 guys in there or so. And the winner gets a shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship in the near future. New Japan does something similar. Every single Wrestle Kingdom has a pre-show. They call it the New Japan Rumble. Overall, I thought the show for what it was I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it for what it was. You had a lot of the New Japan talent, a lot of the Ring of Honor talent. Basically, anyone that was not booked on the show, let's put them all in this one big match. You had Kenny King start off with number 1. Number 2 was Minoru Suzuki. And then, again, everyone came in, so-and-so. You had, just to name you a few guys, PJ Black. You had Thunder Liger. You had freaking Hiroki Goto. King Haku. You had Liger in there. You had the Great Muta. Let that sink in. The Great Muta. Kaiji fucking Moto entering in Madison Square Garden alongside with Juice and Thunder Liger. And it's funny because everyone thought Liger was going to win. Apparently Liger's retiring, so it felt right. But at the end of it all, and it was all said and done, Kenny King from number 1 got the win. And I'm going to say this. I think overall him winning, in my honest opinion, made a lot of... And again, I'm happy for it because, again, what it's doing is you're relying in on someone from Ring of Honor. And let's be real about it. Kajimoto isn't staying in Ring of Honor. Thunder Liger's retiring. So it's silly if he gets a Ring of Honor World title shot. Someone like Kenny King, again, it's the Honor Rumble. It's a Ring of Honor thing. Having him win makes a lot of sense. And honestly, again, it's not like he's winning the belt anytime soon anyway. So there's that. So I'm fine with him winning. But the idea that, hey, we had in this match legends like Minoru Suzuki, Jushin Thunder Liger, and the Great Muta in one ring, and Madison Square Garden, fucking awesome. We then go on to the first main match on the main card. We had title for title, winner take all. Literally, this whole weekend theme was winner take all. God damn it, yo. Literally the fucking theme of the fucking weekend. We had Jeff Cobb defending his television championship, which, by the way, is a beautiful belt, versus Will Ospreay defending his never openweight championship. And I thought this match was a very good way to open the show. A very good way. For those of you who don't know, Jeff Cobb is Matanza and Lucha Underground, and they had a very good back and forth match. Ospreay hit this standing Spanish fly in the middle of the ring. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but the shit looked amazing. It looked fucking amazing watching it live. And it's one of those things where, again, seeing Ospreay wrestle live, and it's fucking amazing, especially at the Garden. So even someone like Jeff Cobb as well. Happy for those two guys. They got to perform on the big stage, if you will. And just a good back and forth match. And literally at the end, Cobb hit a super tower of the islands, literally from the top rope. They're both on the top turnbuckle, right? And Cobb hits literally the tour of the islands. It hits another one for the 1, 2, 3. So Jeff Cobb is now a dual champion, the champion in Ring of Honor and a champion now in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Apparently now he is set to defend that never openweight title against Taichi. So there you go with that. And then we get a 30-second match between Rush and Dalton Castle. Literally in 30 seconds. Rush is the best friend of Andrade, and Dalton Castle, former Ring of Honor World Champion. And here's my problem with this match, okay? It ends in 30 seconds. I get what they're trying to do. You got to have literally Dalton Castle turn heel. Apparently, he's going through this shit where he keeps losing matches after winning the Ring of Honor World title, and now he's on his losing streak. And he loses in 30 seconds, to which he then attacks the boys, hits a boomerang on one of the bangerang on one of them, and there you go. He's a heel now and shit, whatever. After this, we find out that Juice Robinson, who was set to face Bully Ray in a New York City street fight, was found backstage attacked. So they had to go like WWE on you. God damn it, yo. Backstage, someone gets attacked. Is he gonna compete or not? Whatever. Then we get one of the, I don't want to say like was the worst match on the show, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. Kelly Klein versus Mayu Iwatani. Mayu Iwatani in this match was defending the Women of Honor Championship. And listen, I'm going to say this right now. Go back to what I was saying earlier about Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is missing star power. Yes, they do have some stars that do stand out, like Jay Lethal, like Marty Scurll, like the Briscoes. If you want to throw PCO in, throw in PCO all you want, right? And these are talent that deserve, in some way, shape, or form, to have their skills showcased in Madison Square Garden. Don't get me the fuck wrong. But the problem also with Ring of Honor is they have a lot of talent that honestly don't belong in a venue like Madison Square Garden, and these two are one of them. And it's no shade at all. I'm sure they're all good performers, all the fuck you want, but I just felt like they didn't belong. And the match, for what it was, felt a little sloppy. Klein pinned Iwatani after the K-Power for the win. But then after the match, what happened after made this match feel like a complete fucking afterthought. So after the match, keep this in mind, on commentary, you had Kevin Kelly from New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I'm, again, happy to see back doing commentary for Ring of Honor in some capacity for this event. You had Ian Riccaboni, who I kind of enjoy his commentary. You had Colt Cabana, and then you had Mandy Leon. Now, I'm not sure if Mandy Leon dealing with an injury or not. I don't fucking know. But after the match, you have the return of the beautiful people. The beautiful fucking people. Velvet Sky and Angela Love. So basically you have Bully Ray's girlfriend and Davey Richards' baby mama, when you think about it, right? They enter the ring and everyone's wondering, oh my god, what the fuck are they doing here? Let's rehash this old shit from TNA, goddammit, because why the fuck not? They come into the ring, they stare at Kelly Klein. Mandy Leon walks down the aisle. She gets in the ring. She takes off her shoe and attacks Kelly Klein. Oh my god, a fucking heel turn. Holy shit. And a fucking faction that no one gives a shit about. And then they proceed to put a fucking A on Kelly Klein's forehead. They take a fucking video selfie. And they're calling themselves the fucking Allure. So basically, they told you, fuck the match. Fuck what you saw. Let's just focus on the fact that, hey, let's bring back these fucking old rags from TNA from back in 2007, right? Who are aging all the fuck you want. Again, Bully Ray's girlfriend and David Richards' baby mama, right? Let's put her with Mandy Leon because fuck, we have nothing else for her to do, right? And fuck the Women of Honor, goddammit. That's the Women of Honor for you, pal. And again, just rehashing old shit, and it feels like a fucking afterthought. I guarantee you, listen, and I don't often defend Impact Wrestling, but I guarantee you, if Impact Wrestling did this shit, oh my god, it's like the end of the world. Oh my god, Ring of Honor gets a fucking pass. Nah, bruh. Fucking bullshit. I don't give a fuck about this random fucking faction called The Lure. I guarantee you this shit's not gonna fucking last. It's not. And I'll be damned, yo. I'll be fucking damned if they fucking give the Women of Honor title to either Kelly Klein, to Angelina Love, or Velvet Sky. God damn it. That'll be the saddest shit I will ever fucking see. God damn it, yo. Let me read the comments here. PCOs and chat. Again, guys, if you guys have thoughts on the matches, let me fucking know. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on all this shit as well, guys. I'm just saying. Alright, don't feel all alone here and shit. Don't feel left out here. Again, I would love to hear your feedback. Anything that I'm saying, if you agree, disagree with me, all that fun stuff, let me fucking know. Alright? You can also follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. I just want to check back the audio, how it's coming off right now. Because... oh, there we go. There you go. There you go. Just checking back the audio. Again, guys, also, I have the vlog already up. Day 3, which I went to Ring of Honor, New Japan, G1 Supercard. It's up on the archive. You have not watched it yet, go give it a watch. So after this, we get Nerdcore Rapper. This is the shit I was talking about earlier. This is the song I played early in the show. Nerdcore Rapper, Mega Ran. Apparently, he's a rapper. He's a dork. And he performed his theme song for the show, Going to the Garden. And if you haven't heard the song yet, let me play it for you real quick. Let me play you the song real quick for you dorks. All right? Because I'm in a generous mood today. God damn it, yo. God damn it. Dude, listen to how trash this song is. God damn it, pal.
We going to the garden, homie, beg your pardon. Top 5 just around the pine, I be starting. We going to the garden, and I met a marksman. Took me forever, but I finally hit the target. We going to the garden, slick type jargon. Better cut the check, that's the end of the bargain. We going to the garden, plans uncharted, no more stalling. Time to get started. Now we going to the garden. If you would've told me this a year ago, I would've said it was a miracle. I mastered the game like I'm kidding, so hold on, cause here we go. Now we going to the garden. But everyone that said I couldn't, every underpaying booking, everyone that prayed that I would one day lose my foot and took it on the chin and kept pushing. Now we going to the garden. I came from the bottom, no wins in the column. I bet you forgot. I bet you forgot. I was just playing possum. Now watch them blossom. Turn up the volume. Now we going to the garden. Cause I'm on the problem. Getting high. You wasn't watching. You wasn't watching. His favorite pineapple pizza. It's never an option. We going to the garden. Homie, beg your pardon. Top 5 used to ride the power. We started. We going to the garden. And I hit a marksman. Took me forever, but I finally hit the target. We going to the garden. Slick type jargon. Better cut the check, that's the end of the bargain. We going to the garden. Plans uncharted. No more stalling. Time to get started. Now we going to the garden. Going to the garden. Yeah. Going to the garden. Going to the garden. Yeah. Going to the garden. Now we going to the garden. Going to the garden. Yeah. Going to the garden. Going to the garden. Yeah. Going to the garden. Now we going to the garden. I tell you, this game is for dreamers. The blood and the sweat and the pain and the cheaters. Yeah. The hustle that made us believers brought us to the world's most famous arena. Are you not entertained? Better understand. Get this in your brain.
I swear to God, this song was trash, yo. It's funny, so this dork comes out, yo. This fucking dork comes out. Mega Ran. And again, listen, here's the thing about it, okay? I respect the fact that this guy had the balls to get on to perform his song in front of a rabid New York City crowd, even though it's basically the entire wrestling world that came for WrestleMania weekend. I'll give him that. But bruh, no one gave a fuck about this dude's song. No one gave a fuck. People were booing him the moment he came out. Just no one gave a flying shit about this guy. It's like they just want him to leave. They didn't give a shit. No one cared. And I'll be real about it. Listen, if I'm a rapper, okay, if I'm a rapper, the last thing I would name myself is Mega Ran. How the fuck do you expect me as a consumer to take you serious when you are named Mega Ran? He looks like, honestly, he looks like What would happen if Fat Man Scoop went on a fucking diet? And that's a compliment in a way. In some regard, that's a fucking compliment. Okay? In other words, this guy looks like, wait for it, a dork. Capital D, capital O, capital R, capital K. What did that spell? Dork. He's performing his song, then Bully Ray comes out. And goddamn, for one solitary second, I started cheering for Bully Ray. I literally lost my shit. I marked the fuck out. Thank you, Bully. And goddamn it, I gotta get my charger real quick. My phone's about to fucking die here. This is where I have my fucking notes. So dorks, bear the fuck with me, alright? Alright, I'm back. I had to get my fucking charger. My phone was dying. And again, most of my notes are on my phone anyway. So hope you guys understand that again. It's Friday. Hope you're having a fun time. Again, if you have questions for me, feel free to drop them in as well. I will be answering questions in a bit as well, dorks. Alright. So Bully Ray comes out. And he's just threatening him to leave the ring. For some reason, this guy thought it was smart to still stay in the ring. He referenced Devon. And he gets attacked, and again, out comes Flip Gordon. Because apparently, Juice is out. He's bullying someone in the face for this New York City street fight. Everyone thought CM Punk, and then out came Flip Gordon. And I'm going to keep it real with you. When Flip Gordon came out, first of all, why would he even come out? Flip Gordon beat Bully Ray at Final Battle. So it's kind of a letdown. In my opinion, it felt like a letdown. And then you had Shane Taylor come out with Silas Young. And then out of nowhere, right, they all have him on a table. They're about to hit him with kendo sticks. The lights go out, and you see this, like, thing, boop, boop, and it's orange, too. So I'm like, oh, shit. Imagine if it's Taz, right? Oh, my God, Taz. Think about that for a minute. That's what I literally thought. I thought for a hot second, oh, my God, it's Taz. That's gotta be Taz, pal. And the next thing you fucking know is Lifeblood. It's the little faction group of Juice Robinson and Mark Haskin. The same Mark Haskin who was early in the Honor Rumble. And they made it a 6-person tag. New York City street fight. It was okay for what it was. They didn't really go crazy or anything like that. There's a moment in the match where they are doing like this kendo stick fight between everybody. Flip Gordon has his back just fucking welted from the kendo stick shots. Again, I don't know why Flip Gordon even came out when Flip Gordon already beat Bully Ray months ago at Final Battle and in an I Quit match. Even though Bully didn't say I quit, but whatever. The match ends when Gordon pinned Bully Ray after a 450 splash. So again, this match, as good as it was, just didn't make sense at all. Why the fuck had Flip Gordon come out? But whatever. And then you had the triple threat for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championships. You had Dragon Lee versus Taiji Ishimori, who defended the championship at that time against Bandito. So the fact that it was a New Japan match, I thought it was cool that you had the New Japan ring announcer presenting the New Japan matches. You had the New Japan referees. I thought the ring, the way it was set up, you had two of the turnbuckles, New Japan style, two of the turnbuckle pads, Ring of Honor style. So I thought it was pretty cool as well. Honestly, I thought it would have been really cool if you had the blue canvas, that New Japan light blue canvas. That's just me, of course, but hey, it's my honest opinion. It is what it is. I thought this match was a very good match. It really picked up at the end, in my honest opinion. It really, really did. Everyone going back and forth. There's a moment in the match, I want to say it was Bandito. He does a double, like, follow-away slam almost, but he does a flip in midair as well, carrying both Dragon Lee and Taiji Ishimori. And it was all said and done, all the stuff that you usually see, all the flips and all that shit, all the near falls. Dragon Lee pinned Bandito to win the match and to become, for the first time, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. And I'm going to keep it real with you, too. A part of me would have wished that Hiromu Takahashi was in this match. Because you guys know the history between Dragon Lee and Hiromu Takahashi. I really hope, and this is just me, of course, I don't know really how far in the recovery is Hiromu right now. But I do hope he makes a surprise appearance in the Best of the Super Juniors. And maybe having him win it so he can bring back the match between Dragon Lee and Hiromu. But at the same time, too, I guarantee you if Hiromu was champion right now, you could have easily done, again, Dragon Lee and Hiromu at the Garden. But other than that, I thought this match delivered for a New Japan-style match. Then, oh boy, we get the Fatal 4-Way. For title, another winner-take-all, god damn it, because why the fuck not? You had, for the IWGP Junior, my bad, for both the IWGP Heavyweight Tag titles and the Ring of Honor Tag titles, you had, literally, again, a winner-take-all, the Guerrillas of Destiny, defending the IWGP Tag title, the Heavyweight Tag titles, against Villain Enterprises, Brody King and PCO, who were at the time the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, versus the Briscoe Brothers, versus Evelyn Sanada, the Great Sanada, right? I thought it was cool at the Briscoes that someone like PCO, who after 25-year return to Madison Square Garden to defend a tag title. This was Pierre from the Quebecer after all these years, right? The Briscoes, who were there since day one, right? Murphy Rec Center, 2002. The fact that they're here at Madison Square Garden now, rightfully deserved, right? But I'm going to keep it real with you. A part of me wished that it was just a regular tag team match between the Briscoes and the Guerrillas of Destiny. That's just my opinion, of course, okay? It was a match that was all over the place, in a way. Everyone got their spot in. When it was all said and done, G.O.D. pinned Brody King after a super power bomb to retain their tag titles and win the Ring of Honor tag titles, right? And then after the match, Toru Yano appeared on the ramp with the IWGP tag belt that they apparently have stolen. So there's that. And then this is what I guess took away from the match. The after effect of this match. What are they doing to my boy Juice? I have no idea, dude. Is he still the US champ right now? Is he? I'm not really sure, man. I thought honestly, hold on, is Juice Robinson still the US champ right now? Because if he is, why the fuck did he not defend this title at G1 Supercard? I'm just saying, okay? But after the match, you all might have heard about it. I definitely saw it there live. There was a big scuffle, if you will. Apparently, this was not part of the G1 Supercard broadcast. Enzo Amore and Big Cass jumped the barricade, and they started attacking the Briscoes, and I get they were brawling. Bully Ray comes out, and he just shoves Enzo Amore, and everyone's booing. Fuck you, Enzo. Fuck you, Cass. Like I said, this did not even air on the live feed. And apparently this was a work. And I guess for Ring of Honors, in their minds, hey, social media will boost us up and people will talk about it on social media and whatever. And I thought that was dumb. I thought it was stupid. Not the fact that this happened, because I thought, again, the fact that Enzo and Cass are back together. Listen, I may not be a big fan of Enzo Amore. Hell, I might not even be a big fan of Big Cass, of them two individually, but them two together, they're about to make a shitload of money on the independent circuit right now. Them two together, them two getting back together is probably one of the best things for both of them right now. Because there's more money in those two together than there is of them being individuals. Enzo trying to be a fucking rapper and Big Cass trying to make it in the wrestling business on his own. Apparently, they now have merch for 10 days. Free Agent Z, Big Cass XL, and Enzo. And if it's not filmed, if it's real or get dropped, some shit like that. Again, I'm fine with it. That fact that they're back together, I'm fine. But I just did not like the idea that New Japan didn't air this live. I thought it was stupid. But again, in some aspect, it took away from the match, in my opinion. But let's see what happens. The fact that Kaz and Enzo are now part of Ring of Honor from what it looks like. So there's that, of course. Still better than Jobber Parker. There you go. Then we get to the British Heavyweight Championship match. Zack Sabre Jr. defending his championship versus the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi. And I'm going to say this. Tanahashi, say what you want about him. He's a legend. One of the all-time greats from New Japan. But this guy deserved way much better for this event. In my opinion. To me, he deserved way much better. The fact that you place him in this random match for the British Heavyweight Championship for Rev Pro, right? This felt so out of place. The match for what it was okay. Nothing to go crazy for. I just didn't think Zack Sabre Jr. was gonna lose. He actually submitted Tanahashi with the hurrah another year. Surely this one will be better than the last. But again, honestly, it just felt like it was there on the card. But to be real with you, again, I just feel like Tanahashi deserved better. If this is them going to the Garden, right? We're going to the Garden, yeah. We're going to the Garden, yeah. It just felt, again, I just felt like the guy deserved way much better. Slap in the face, Tanahashi, in my opinion. We then go to what I thought was the match of the night from a New Japan perspective, okay? For the IWGP World Title. My bad, for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Kota Ibushi versus Tetsuya Naito. These guys had numerous matches. These guys had numerous matches in the past. In the G1 Climax, in the New Japan Cup. And these two guys just went out there and they tore it up. Near falls, the Destino, just back and forth, everyone losing their fucking minds here and shit. The fact that I finally get to see Kota Ibushi perform live was great. His theme song in the Garden was great. Hell, the Naito's theme song, Stardust, right, at the Garden? Bruh. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. If you have not watched this match, go out of your way and watch this match. It's probably on Daily Motion. It's probably on New Japan World. Give it a fucking watch. Okay? And to go back to what I said early in this review, New Japan does not need Ring of Honor. When it's all said and done, Ibushi hit the Kamigoye knee to pin Naito and to win for the very first time the Intercontinental Championship. I remember Wrestle Kingdom 9. It was Kota Ibushi versus Nakamura for the Intercontinental title, and everyone thought Kota Ibushi was gonna win. Kota Ibushi now moving up to the heavyweight division, and he came up short as well. But again, this was a very good match. If you have not watched it, give it a watch whenever you get a chance. Then we get to Ring of Honor's main event. Keep this in mind, again, I felt like the Ring of Honor portion of the show shit the bed, in my honest opinion. I'm pretty sure these ROH bots are going to defend the shit out of this, what have you. You're wrong, Steve, what have you. Keep this in mind. I spent a lot of money on Ring of Honor tickets. I spent money buying Ring of Honor merch. I spent money buying Ring of Honor DVDs and all this shit. While a lot of you dorks go on social media and ask your friends, hey man, can you send me a link to the pay-per-view for free? Just saying, dorks, alright? Ring of Honor World Championship, triple threat ladder match. Jay Lethal defending his championship against Matt Taven and Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll won the Survival of the Fittest tournament, which got him a shot at the Ring of Honor World title. As you guys know, at the 17th anniversary show, Matt Taven and Jay Lethal went to a 60-minute draw, and it was a great match, all you want. And this match was also no exception. This match, again, this was a very good, fun match, back and forth. There was a moment, of course, we all saw it, where they had this ladder that was crossed up. It was like a crossed ladder, right? And I guess Lethal tried to throw it, and I guess by accident, it hit a fan. I'm pretty sure, yeah, listen, shit happened, mistakes happen. If it happened, you go to a wrestling show, right? But I guarantee you that fan that got hit with the ladder has a lifetime subscription now to fucking Honor Club in New Japan World, and probably gonna get merch sent to them here on out. So in a way, he or she is going home happy in some regard. Yes, it sucks. Accidents happen. You think about that too at the Hall of Fame ceremony at the Barclays Center. That piece of shit decided to attack Bret Hart, so fuck him too. Late in the match, Taven introduced a purple ladder that had not been seen by the audience. The purple ladder was several rungs taller than the other pro wrestling ladders in the match. And again, this is a crazy back and forth match. Lethal did a move outside the ring onto a table on Taven or Marty Scurll. Scurll did his usual snapping of the fucking fingers on Matt Taven. And it was all said and done. And I'll be real about it too. A part of me thought, not really me, but a majority of people thought that Marty Scurll was winning the belt. Let's ask this question. Did y'all really think that Marty Scurll was winning that belt? Nah, bruh. Let's keep it real, yo. Marty Squirrel, yeah, he's AEW bound, real. He's gonna be all elite. See, I'm telling you right now, he'll be all elite. All elite. Just saying. Right? So I just knew he was winning the belt. I knew he wasn't winning it. Honestly, I knew going in that Taven was gonna win, and I'm happy. And I know there's some people that aren't feeling Matt Taven. I understand. I get it. He's he was the B player from the tag team at the time with him and Mike Bennett or Mike Cannell, whatever you want to call him now. I get that part of the kingdom, right? But I'll say this, and I've always been a fan of Matt Taven. For some reason, I've always been a fan of his. Even at the time, he was part of the House of Truth with Truth Martini. He was a television champion, held the title for so long. He is now a Triple Crown champion. He's won the title. He won the tag title, the TV title, now the world title. The fact that when Taven, my bad, when Adam Cole left, and then Mike Bennett left with Maria, he was on his own, and he basically reformed the kingdom with Vinny Marcelli and TK O'Ryan. So he made it work for himself. So I'll commend them for that. Will this run last? I don't fucking know. But at the same time, though, the fact that they're putting the belt on someone new, I'll give them that. Where will this even go? I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking idea. But I'm happy for Matt Taven. I'll say this. I even said this a while ago on Twitter. When Matt Taven brought out that purple belt, right, a couple of months ago, I gotta believe it was Death Before Dishonor, right? I said then, oh my god, if they are smart, final battle, you do Jay Lethal versus Matt Taven, title for title, right? Jay Lethal's Ring of Honor title versus the alleged Matt Taven purple belt in a ladder war match. This essentially was a ladder war. Granted, they don't even call it a ladder war, but this is called a ladder match. But honestly, I'm happy for Taven. I'm looking forward to seeing where he goes with the title and all that fun stuff. I'm pretty sure Jay Lethal going to get his rematch down the road, but Marty Scurll is probably going to be AEW bound once that contract with Ring of Honor ends, so there's that as well. Okay? Scurll will probably be in AEW by May. He was never going to win the ROH World title. There you go. I agree with that. It's, well, your friendly neighborhood Smark. And then we get to the main event. God damn it. The main event was amazing. Fuckboy Jay White. I'm sorry. God damn it. Calm down, dorks. Calm down. Switchblade Jay White defending the IWGP Championship versus Kazuchika Okada. Okada won the New Japan Cup, beating Sonata a couple of weeks ago. So by that, he gets a shot at Fuckboy Jay White for the title at MSG at G1 Supercard. The fact that I got to see a New Japan title match at the Garden, it's a whole different experience watching it, being there live, watching it, than watching it from home. Just again, if you've watched New Japan over the years, when it's a world title match, you know how it is, right? And the Titantron, they show all the former champions, right? As tradition, yeah, the Japanese ring announcer, right? Even though throughout the show he did try to speak English, which was kind of funny. Hearing 5 minutes bust, right? Even though it felt like it was 25 minutes, but they said 5 minutes. I don't know how, but whatever. I thought all that was cool. Like, yeah, awesome. Seeing all this shit finally for the first time live. You usually got to watch this on New Japan World, but seeing this live was cool, right? The match itself was great. I enjoyed the match for what it was. This crazy back and forth. Switchblade started off very good offensively. Okada made a comeback as well. There's a moment in the match where Switchblade did hit the Blade Runner, and Okada kicked out. Okada also hit the Rainmaker as well, and Jay White kicked out as well. It's just back and forth. Okay, the people were into this as well, and I'm real about it too. I know at times I may joke around about Jay White, calling him fuckboy Jay White, this and that. But here's the thing about it. I don't hate Jay White. I don't hate him at all. I think, honestly, he's a good performer. He's a good worker. Okay? I just hate this notion that New Japan just fucking pushed him right away. Granted, I get it. Omega left. People call him the Walmart Kenny Omega. It is what it is. At the same time, people will say, oh, but what about Okada? You know, Okada in 2012 was, rushed right away too, just like Jay White. And, you can make the argument, but come on. We're not going to Okada's like on God levels now, if you will. Jay White just starting. Come on, you know what I mean? Saying. But to me, he should be a junior heavyweight at best. But that's just my opinion, of course. Eventually, though, Okada pinned White after a Rainmaker, which White managed to kick out early in the match, but he had it again for the 5th time. He won the title now for the 5th time. So now Okada is a 5-time the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. They also, what I noticed as well from watching the press conference early in the day, I think it was like the day before, they presented a new IWGP. Basically, it's the same belt. They probably refurbished. They probably what's it called? It's the same belt. They just I guess refurbished the belt, whatever. Which is cool because I'll be real about it. My big criticism about New Japan, they treat their titles like shit. Okay, and the fact that they've actually, again, got the same belt, it's just been fixed, if you will. It looks clean now. Is great. Apparently, they did not air the Okada post-match speech, which is like tradition. If you're an Okada fan, if you watch an Okada match, it's tradition to see an Okada speech, right? After every single show, after every single match. And it didn't even air on, Honor Club or New Japan World. They cut it off. And people there saw he spoke English, and he was just humble to be there and all that stuff. And again, just hearing Okada speak, it's very humbling. It's a very humbling thing. And I'm going to say this right now, Okada arguably right now is one of the best on the planet today. And yeah, he did that drop kick as well, which is amazing to see in person. I've seen him hit that drop kick before in Ring of Honor when they were at the Hammerstein, but seeing it at the Garden, and go back to what I was saying, there were talent on that show that belonged in Madison Square Garden, like Jay Lethal, like Kota Ibushi, like Naito. Okada, Marty Scurll, Kota Ibushi, I guess Marty Scurll, if you want to put them in there, PCO, who's been there before, what have you. And then there's talent that just didn't belong in that venue at all, if you will. But go back to what I'm saying, though. Overall, this show, listen, New Japan delivered hands down. Ring of Honor, on the other hand, is like they shit the bed. Everything with the exception of the ladder match. The ladder match was great, all the fuck you want, but everything else just fell flat, in my opinion. And again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Ring of Honor desperately needs New Japan Pro Wrestling right now. And the big knock on Ring of Honor has always been that, hey, they always put over the New Japan guys. And go back to what I'm saying. New Japan can come to America, right? This is what I've learned from this past weekend. This is what I've learned. New Japan can come to America and they can do a show and sell out without Ring of Honor. They've done it before. Cal Palace, Walter Pyramid for those G1 specials on Fight TV, right? Granted, they have some Ring of Honor talent there because, hey, they just have them there, but it was not a New Japan and Ring of Honor show. There were New Japan shows, and they sold out Walter Pyramid. They sold out the Cal Palace. And apparently, to start off the G1 Climax this year, they're going to start off in Dallas, Texas. And keep this in mind. Everyone now got all the New Japan talent, they got their visas fixed. So they're gonna be wrestling in Dallas at the American Airlines Arena, American Airlines Center, that big arena where the Mavericks play, basically. That's where it's gonna be held at. That's where it's gonna be wrestled. So that's gonna be big as well for them. So again, if you know damn well, if you are fucking Harold Meij right now, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right or not, to be real with you. Yeah, if you're Harold Meij right now, again, you're looking at this shit and you're like, hey, Joe, listen, man, it's great and all, but we're going to cut ties. And they are. Don't be surprised. I'm predicting it right now. By the end of the year, or going into 2020, Ring of Honor and New Japan, they're going to cut ties. And again, damn well, Harold Meij right now is going to be watching Double or Nothing. And again, if AEW gets this TV deal with Turner Network, which they probably are, right? Don't be surprised if Harold Meij picks up that phone and makes that call to Tony Khan. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. I like the thing you do. Hey, Tony. If we could we work together? You and your executive vice presidents there of the Young Bucks and Cody and Kenny Omega. And think about this, AEW and New Japan working together down the road. But again, Ring of Honor, again, it was cool. They did the show at the Garden. But at the same time, remember, it's part of WrestleMania weekend. They capitalized on WWE's event, just like every other company out there. It's part of WrestleMania weekend. But again, remember, come Final Battle, just back to the Hammerstein. If they're lucky, maybe, just maybe, the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden. But we'll see, guys. Guys, as always, give me your thoughts in the commenters below. Did you guys enjoy G1 Supercard and all that stuff? Let me know in the comments below. If not, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven. I want to thank the homie himself, Salrex, for this awesome overlay that you see here for this review. If you are a YouTuber, a podcaster, and you want awesome overlays, awesome graphic works done for your YouTube channel, your podcast, hit him up at Official Salrex. Not only is he doing graphic designs for me, but also for Big Mike from Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show. He's probably in the chat right now. Also for Jay from NY206, and as well as the Solid Monster of the Solid Monster Sounds Off. So hit him up, tell him that I sent you, and all that fun stuff. All right. And yeah, listen again. Let's see what happens with New Japan Pro Wrestling. See what happens with Ring of Honor. But I do sense ties cutting in 2020, guys. And before we wrap this up, let you guys know we'll be back live later tonight by 9:30 for episode 289 of the Team Meal Podcast. We'll be live this week again. There's so much stuff to get into this week. in the world of professional wrestling. We hope you dorks tune in later on at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 289 of the Team Heel Podcast. There's so much stuff to get into this week. But as always, guys, follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button down below. And give this video stream a big old thumbs up and share it through social media. As always, dorks, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all, I'm Steve, and I am out like Janice titties, y'all. Peace out, dorks! Because why the fuck not, right?
We going to the garden, homie begging pardon. Top 5 used to ride the pine, I be starting. We going to the garden, and I met a marksman. Took me forever, but I finally hit the target. We going to the garden, slick type jargon. Better cut the checklist to get into the bargain. We going to the garden, lands uncharted, no more stalling. Time to get it started. Now we going to the garden. If you would've told me this a year ago, I would've said it was a miracle. I mastered the game like I'm kidding, so hold on, cause here we go. Now we going to the garden. To everyone that said I couldn't, every underpaying booking, everyone that prayed that I would one day lose my foot and took it on the chin and kept pushing. Now we going to the garden. I came from the bottom, no wins in the column. I bet you forgot him. I was just playing possum. Now watch them blossom. Turn up the volume. Now we going to the garden. Cause I'm in the problem, getting it poppin'. You wasn't watching? Cause failure is pineapple pizza. It's never an option. We going to the garden. Homie begging pardon. Top 5 used to ride the pine, I be starting. We going to the garden. And I met a marksman.